After the end of World War II,
Want to
the
sound
world was
smarter?
split into two,
Try saying nothing.
East and West.
New research shows
This marked
that
the beginning of
so-called
the era called the
unfilled
Cold War.
pauses during speech can make you sound more intelligent. Yes, the smartest people add pauses to their speech patterns. And thus they sound more grand when they talk. There's something important to the way they speak. he's BSing. Should ask the fear. He knows all about the pill. I know all about your pill. They taught it to me in fear school. I love the fear. Mr. Fenster? Chaz Finster himself.
Who's that?
I skipped the cutscene. Nice. That's a way to do it. Miss intentionally? You see that, Apache? Thanks, Raichu. Rosvet Pockbet. Who's that? Don't run into the tree. Great. I mean, you could always turn on light mode if you're into that sort of thing. Nice. That was a pretty good Virtuous mission. First screen was kind of bad, but I don't think that's sub 5. Fair enough. I think if my first screen was better, that would have been a maybe like a 459. It's probably worth it to roll there, but then you can't like curve around. I know you can somewhat control your roll while you're rolling. I don't think you can do like a 90-degree turn though. I think it's a bit more subtle than that. Also, I tried not using the easy gun here again. All that ended up happening was I got to where the cutscene's supposed to be, and I was still in evasion.
Where's that?
Going across this bridge is harder than you think. You really need to pay attention that you don't start slipping off the side. There's the Crow of Judgment sitting above, judging your ability to climb those boxes. Most of my time save is at the end game, by the way.
I see him.
Decent. Start doing that now. That probably saved me like a couple seconds. Just rolling over that ledge, that wall. Or I didn't save any time. Hey, that's okay too. Pace is pace, though my Ocelot unit was a little bit worse. Like, it was like pretty much perfect in my PB. Hey, Darave. It's going pretty good. Got my cup of coffee. I'm ready to do a run. This category is a lot of fun. I really like VE. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Came at a very exciting time. Actually doing a run. Not just setting up low trick. Yeah, out of the VEs I've done, this one's by far the most fun. No question. VE and MGS1 is kind of whatever. It's just a bunch of whatever sauce unless you're on PC. And, I am not personally a fan of it on MGS2. I know people like it. It's fine. I'm just not a big fan of it, personally. Just find it kind of boring compared to normal, but it's just me, y'all. It's just me. I'd say that there's more of a point to it than MGS1 VE, I guess, but I beat Yak's record. I didn't actually beat the VE record. I'll cause war with those kinds of statements. I always have to choose my words carefully like a politician. Really hope I don't screw up the cave since I'm not using cigar. Backing you up.
Grenade!
I'm like really paying attention to like the glisten on the walls. You gotta be kidding me. I crawled backwards. What? How did that even happen? How did I crawl backwards? What? I didn't like start holding back. I guess I turned too much. Ay, ay, ay. See why I cling onto my cigar? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise low. So I can actually see what's going on rather than kinda know what's going on. I wish my monitor allowed me to boost the gamma just a little bit more. It's just not enough. It's just not enough for me. It helps, but it's not, like, excellent. So I'm gonna lose time on this split, probably. Maybe I can have an incredible pain. Brothers! Go! Get him! Yeah. Going backwards, kind of bad. Fun fact. Don't go backwards in a speedrun. You'll see that it loses you time. Not a big deal, though. It's a madhouse, y'all. And we all have to wear our boxes to get through it. Imagine using physical hardware in a run. I know, it's crazy. Imagine not using the greatest advances in computer technology to win. What kind of fool? Took you long enough. Took them a while, honestly. I think that was longer than usual for them to notice me. I'm still just swimming straight down the river, so Nice turn. Not necessarily clear from the game, but you can, while you're rolling, you can do a slight turn. So you don't have to like roll linearly. You have a bit of a, you have some wiggle room on your angle, which naturally just complicates things, but it's great. It helps. It's a good thing, but it's, you know, it makes it much more technical in certain executions and situations. And that is why this movement is more interesting. Than rolling with Snake and the MGS2 engine. Just more going on. Plus with the terrain. You're not just dealing with staircases. Hey, thanks for that host, Bad Humans. Ah! Down we go. Yeah, he could just roll up. He could just roll up and down stairs versus like falling on his face. I don't really understand, but you know, cool. Maybe they thought that was too restrictive or something. They wanted to give you more freedom. Nice. Alert. You ass! I should just roll immediately. He got tranked. I still tranked him, but he knifed me. I'll just roll down. From now on. So that's goofy. Hey, thank you. Wow. Thank you, Night Sprites. Though from what I can tell, this game isn't, well, at least on VE, it's not very RNG based. It's like, what, the Fury?
This is HQ. Control here. Lost sight of the intruder. Going into
Too early. Well, he can be Shagohod, yeah. If you choose not to do that line. Oh, this is a bit RNG, how he comes down. Oh, you know what? I think I know why that... I understand now. It's because you need to menu from the stun grenade. That's the thing. You have to menu from the stun grenade, or else you're not going to get that, like, previous equip when you go to the end. Right. It's pretty much... it's that knockdown that really lost me time. gears are turning. Ba-dum, ba-dum. You want to go from stuns to Patriot. That way you can re-equip the stuns at the end. And that removes a menu. Granted, it may work out better to unequip. I don't know, you'd have to look at the difference in the menu. I'm not sure if it's better to... whether it's faster to unequip, go to Patriot, which is one input, versus stun to Patriot. Then you remove another menu. Because with this setup, it's two menus, two inputs total. Well, now I'm just gonna do it when I roll. I forgot to equip the stuns. No, I'm just trying to equip the stuns, doofy. Yeah, it's probably worth it. I think it's worth it, but we'll see. Well, the features... Yeah, I only looked at the emotes. Unsurprisingly, the features are gonna be dead. The emotes work. Yo, Glenn. Well, so what was your end time, Glenn? What was... I thought it was like around 12, right? 12-ish. Stuns, dude.
Freeze. Did you?
Did you... This is sloppy. Oh, you had to quit. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta definitely set aside the time. Or rather, you have to set aside the time to, like, to get competent in all the games so it can be under 10 hours. Really, it's the last two. That's the hard one. Oh my god. MGS4 and MGS5. That's like half the run right there. Are those two games. True facts. Why is this goal this long? It's because of that one time. Why I actually split at a different time. I think it's just a lot to remember, and it's the last game of the anthology run. If anyone's wondering what we're talking about, Glenn did a anthology attempt of Solid 1, Solid 2, Solid 3, Solid 4, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. I would do anthology. I would do it. But again, I'd need to be... I would want to achieve competency at my level. The fuck was that gun? This gun? This is the easy gun. Gives you any 80% camo. It's silenced. It's a trank gun. It's infinite ammo. It's really good. And you get it by default on very easy and on easy on 3DS. Yeah, it's a weird looking gun. It's super stubby. It makes no sense. I don't know if Sigan says anything about the easy gun. Probably. It's an odd looking gun. It's totally fake. Again, I'm looking down because it seems to add lag if you like look at the whole area. There's like a weird, yeah, right here. Then the camera jerks and then it zooms in. I had to continue here, so let's hopefully not have that happen. Okay. Ending was a little sloppy, but it's fine. See, but you're walking slowly because of the elevation, so I might be missing something. I'm stopping to shoot because if he sees me, I have to fake death pill. I'm just being safe. That's it. Because I continued here, so there's really no reason, there's no justification for me to go for a faster strat when I've already screwed up, you know what I mean? It's just a comparison to my PB. Obviously, you don't have to stop, but, like... Right, you set it up. I've seen it. I'm just not good at it yet with that guard, and if you screw it up, you cause an alert, and that causes FDP, so I'd rather just cut my losses, especially since I FDP'd last time. That's all. I totally agree with you, I shouldn't stop. But if I stop, then there's no way I'm causing an alert and causing a fake death pill on Mountaintop. So... ultimately, yeah, I would have to do that strat because eventually I'd be running normal. Can't use easy gun there, you know.
Are you ready for this?
Forgot to unequip. Awkward.
My suit!
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like Mountainside is like the only annoying thing about the mountain on VE, so I'm just removing that as a factor, that's all. And see? Safety paid off. Speaking of not safety. Hopefully we don't screw this up. Should have hugged the wall. I didn't need to go like that. I should be paying attention to him. I don't disagree. Walked over the body, but at least it was executed. What's going on?
This is HQ. What's going on?
Clean.
What's going on? Respond.
Clean, clean, clean.
There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
Patchy says you don't, but I don't know. I've at least I think it's the same guard. I've had that guard like walk up the stairs and see me if I just distract him. So I just do it because the thing is like, or at least from how I perceive this room, I could be wrong, but like you want Rykov to start, like you want Rykov to go to the radio. So, like, it's him calling it in. Like, he starts calling it in. He hasn't said anything yet, but he's on the radio. So, I just make sure he's on the radio. And if you just run straight up the stairs, I think he's still running over there. And then someone else could call it in, and it just makes me nervous. I don't know, man. It could be faster, but I don't think it's worth it. I just want to try it. I think I'm still rolling a little bit too early.
Sir.
The whole thing is that you want those guards to come as fast as possible. So you don't want Rykov talking. Second to last window pane.
Tell me.
Stop it!
Love the leg
Oh,
bolt.
have you
I know.
been talking?
It's so great.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
You'd better start talking.
Please, stop this!
Who is Khrushchev's lapdog?
Who is Plywood's
How
lapdog?
can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do that.
You!
I know you gave the time saved to someone.
I guess he's dead.
They're asking $120? Jeez.
Now then. I
That's
hope you'll prove
pretty
more
ridic.
entertaining than he was.
I would call that ridic.
But
Would you
first,
call that ridic, chat?
let's take a look at your body, shall we?
The Chronicles of Ridic.
What a beautiful
Escape
body
from
you have. Like
Akiba.
a newborn baby.
Akihabara. I'd call it bullshit.
For long. Well then,
Let's get started.
What is your target?
You.
Is it the Shagohod
Yes.
or Sokolov?
No, I don't care about
Or
him.
maybe it's the Legacy.
I don't care about that either. Unless it's the Legacy edition of Metal
Answer
Gear
me.
Solid.
Who is helping you?
Raichu and Apache. And Major
Who
Zero.
let you in here?
Myself.
You're a tough one.
Thank you.
But even you must have your limits.
No, I'm unlimited.
I am a patient man.
Okay, hold L2, equip the cigar, select. You should tell him that. Hello, Twitch. My name is Horsepenny, and your layout is BS. Yeah, I'm sure Bezos is very interested in what Horsepenny V4 has to say. That guard broke his nose.
This is HQ. Patrol here. Going into high alert. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
You could just put Aquarian insertion. Aquarian insertion. I don't think they'll report you for that one. You could have the same name, just not with penetration. Just a synonym for penetration. The corners, man. Corners in this game. Equine insertion. Exactly. Oh my gosh, that stair climb. What? I'm just gonna do a standing prone here. And here. This honestly might be faster, honestly. If it is, I really hope it is, because the other way is complete ass in so many ways. Alrighty. Time for the big event. And now we enter Endgame.
Who's that?
You know who it is. You were ready for me. Come on. The whole point of this strat. What the heck, Copper? Do you have some affinity for, like, Mrs. Buttersworth? Do you feel something in your core about that plastic bottle? My jellies. It's in my jellies, man. It's in my jellies. It's all up in my jellies. Love the taste of pancakes in my mouth. Oh, man. The fuck. The fuck. Those hooligans. Run straight past the hooligans. Are you for real, Apache? Big if true. Yikes. Well, it's better than an FTP. Big yikes, though. Beat the save boss. Don't say yes. Save menus, throw that guard. Dude, throwing that guard has to be slower, right? Time to die.
Time to die.
This is why I get the FDP.
He's dead already. That was fun.
That's why I menued FDP. Yeah? Well. Better than nothing. Yo, he ain't dead. Not even the game considers him dead.
Snake, up ahead.
There they are. They're over here.
Missed. Why aren't you taking damage?
Up ahead.
You poo-poo? You poo-poo? Oh, Raichu. Just want to say, I think the end should start when you enter Socravino. It shouldn't start when you hit the cliff. The fight is on once the bars appear. Also, that's how people might be able to figure out good lines.
Snake, behind you.
You don't get any time for movement. Well, imagine arbitrary ILs based off of when you start fighting bosses. Welcome. I mean, that's what you'd have to do to practice the whole thing anyways. I mean, I'm just saying how I feel. I feel the same way with MGS2, but it has allowed us to figure out new strats, so. But, like, that first screen is important. So, I consider that part of the boss fight, personally. Once you get to the cliff, I mean, sure. That's when you actually do damage to him, but... It's a weird fight, no doubt. I'd change it, but, you know, reasons. I can do the moderating. You can just go home. What if she drove more slowly if you dranked her? Dangerous road conditions. Don't drive motorcycles while you're sleeping. Yeah, man. Just put these tranquilizers in. You'll drive faster. Primus. Banana. I've had drug resistance training. Is that like when people like microdose poisons on themselves to build up resistance? Like snake handlers and stuff. Which is a legitimate thing. As I understand it. Feel thing.
That all you can manage? I didn't feel a thing.
Yes, I do. Starting with the rail bridge. It's ready. Ready for this. I'm gonna save half a second here.
Shadowheart's not here yet. Let it come closer. It's still too early.
Huge half second to be had here.
Shadowheart's not here yet. Let it come closer. It's still too early. Shadowheart's not here yet. Here! We're wearing him down.
Nice.
There, do it again.
Didn't get it. I think I should have hit the other one. Not that one. It's fine. Good fight. Aside from not getting a perfect phase 1 with the easy 3 shot. Jesus. Dun, dun, dun.
Take him out!
90 seconds. It was a mess. It was a hot mess. But Apache showed me the way. Apache, you didn't look so happy when I shared my 3 shot. Why'd you give a neutral face? Yeah, you can. I knew you could do it. I'm like, you could do this. There's no way. He's like he like backs up. That is, you know, as good. It's as good as it gets, pretty much. And I think you can do it on that way as well when he backs up that way, but I just missed. Because you have to wait for iframes. It's the problem.
It's an ambush!
You're not going anywhere. You're over here.
I do have time save on this split, but that requires me not to screw up the boss.
Over there.
I don't think I have that much time save here. Dun, dun, dun. I could. It's feasible. I'm gonna start hitting a bit of a wall at this point, though. As far as that is concerned. Just need those boss headshots. And then I'll be in the clear, as they say. Gentlemen, behold! What is it, Raichu? Nice! Shoot the wall! You stink! Do not shoot my brethren. Okay. Unless it's European Extreme. So I'm gonna equip the easy gun the moment I don't know. I was wondering. I don't think it does. I think like when you start, it removes all your equipment. So there's no reason to equip the easy gun now. I want to equip the easy gun. Start moving. This is GoldenEye. Clearly. I mean, I didn't know if staring at the ground or staring at the ceiling would be better, but I'm gonna put my bed on the floor. Then you're probably not rendering trees. Something's going on in the background, I'm not sure. Some kind of action sequence of some kind, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask someone else.
Hold on tight. Yeah. What do you think of that? Not bad.
This thing's just straight-faced. I don't care. Just get me to Zhao's Yorji. Take me to the next bus depot. Like this. Am I gonna stream Death Stranding? Hashtag maybe. Okay, make like 3 steps. The thing is, philosophically, if you were to use the PS2 version, it operates at 30 frames a second. So I don't know how applicable that would be to PS3. And then if you use the PS3 emulator, not only is it still kind of a work in progress, it's not really the same hardware, you know? We're talking really different architecture when you're emulating versus, you know, using PS3's weird architecture. But, I mean, I don't want to discount that that could be something to be done. Looking at what way is the fastest. I don't know, probably few seconds, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter on Xbox One since the game's at 60 all the time, but PS3 is not, as I understand it, so it's probably not that much, if at all.
Let me have some more.
Yeah, if you just, like, literally recorded a video of one where you're literally doing nothing, like you just have Snake Eater going, the Snake Eater camera, and then one where you're staring at the ground, and you see if there's even a difference. Again, my guess is there would be, but it'd be pretty small. But, you know, it's a pretty action-packed scene. There's a lot of models, there's trees, it moves fast. So...
The enemy, he's here.
But typically, if there's something I can maybe do to help myself, I'll try to do it, you know, even in a situation like that. Hey, troll. All right, this is it.
Let's see what you're made of. Excellent, Jack. Brace yourself.
Perfect. Aside from the menu, I got my shots. That's what matters. There's a faster strat I came up with, but it's inconsistent.
Take this. Keep it safe.
What's that? What's that thing? Is that a UMD?
It's our only hope.
She wants to watch a movie on a UMD. It's a PS1 memory card.
Patriot. Why are you giving me this?
Jack.
I want to look at these flower
What should I
petals.
say? Snake.
Look at that
You're a
texture.
wonderful man.
Nice tree and sky.
Kill me. Kill me now.
Whoa. Whoa, where did this come from? I just wanted to watch a UMD movie. This is crazy. What's going on here? I just want to go on the lake.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Man, so dramatic. All right. If you ask. Cloverfield on UMD. Why are you giving me this? GoldenEye, the cutscenes. Hit this man in his scarf. Boom. You have been scarfed. Wow. Good run. Very good run. I mean, the really bad part was the cave, because I tried to go cigarless and somehow made a 180 in the crawl space. I guess I was holding left or I think I was holding right too much. And then just awkwardness here, and I got knocked down. But otherwise, pretty good run, really. My end game was actually pretty strong. So that helps. Plywood VE. Yeah, this is a good time. This is a time I can be satisfied with, honestly. For VE. Because, I don't know, to like really get into the nitty gritty, I kind of want SSD, JP Digital. So, I don't know how much I mean, I can't imagine that the Xbox One loads don't help you after prison. That bridges the gap a bit, and my cave was bad. Yeah, of course they do. Yep. LT is faster. I do have a drunk emote in honor of, yeah, you know what, that one time. Many Plink emotes to come. Whoa, I randomly got a Smooth Operative sub.
We'd sing!
Dang. Sing!
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
He's a woodhead, just like me.
The big 2-0.
The big 2-0. Thank you, Lucas. For the Venti months. Thank you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Just got a really good time in MGS3, my dude. This was a strong run overall. I'm pretty happy with this. And I, again, will totally recommend anyone to learn this run. It's fun. I think it only starts getting not as fun when it's like gets really optimized and it's like, oh, I made one movement mistake, I'm losing all my time. Something stupid like that. That's the only thing, but the fact that this run is more simple, that's reasonable, Apache. That's why I think it's good to just do a piecemeal approach. Because it's better to just take things piece by piece. Yep, run's done. Diddly dun dun dun. Were you expecting something slower? You came to the wrong place, buddy. Gotta get this done. Move it aside. Throw it in the garbage. We're done. This was fun, though. Just from my very small cursory touches of this game, I quite like it as a speed game. I mean, I knew from observation that this speed game was excellent, but it's also really fun to play. And very easy. It like straddles that line between simplicity and complexity. Because once you go into the higher difficulties, then more things start adding up. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I know, but, you know, things. I would be doing other things. But hey, I knew at some point I was going to come to this game, because I love this game. MetalGearSolid.com. MetalGearSpeedrunners.com. Things are complex. But that's also what makes this game beautiful. There's a lot of different things you can do. You know? That's a good thing.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves.
It's always good to have a variety of approaches.
Khrushchev is finished.
Finished.
Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations.
Got him by the pancakes, as Copper would say.
Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed.
Got him by the pancakes. We have the Aunt Jemima on our side. But he's gonna go call the waffle company. They had no idea it was triple crossing breakfast time.
Yes, it's me.
Yes, it's me.
The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived.
This was so funny the first time you play this game. You're just like, of course Ocelot is still... He's just doing all kinds of things.
The king must be in an uproar right about now.
What kind of web he was weaving just as like a
I'm
kid.
afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes.
I don't know why the uptime can... And there it is.
That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well.
Your boy is crossing
Yes,
like
that was the
multiple
boss's
nations.
work, too.
The superpowers.
Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting.
It's a revolutionary
new
pancake-making
nuclear
machine.
attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday.
Perhaps it might come in handy for breakfast.
Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well.
Mr. Director.
Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss.
Mm-mm. No fuss, no muss.
The secondary
No
alert has been
Elon
lifted as
Musk.
well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity.
No
They
idea.
have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them.
No clue.
I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal.
Mr. Director. $115.57 sub 16. Sub 16. Now that is a time to behold.